Hello, thank you for watching this YouTube video today. Today we will be going over Firestorm and exactly how to make it more effective and more powerful and make it well suit your needs. It's a pretty good spell if you just have to scale it really well. Firestorm, basically what it looks like is once you use it, it makes it rain in an area, basically balls of fire. To make it last longer, if you want this firestorm to last a lot longer, you could add increased duration. Increased duration would make this whole area just continuously rain with fire for a lot longer period. And then if you cast more than one on top of each other, you're going to see more and more and more fire, just basically hammering the area. So increased duration is actually really good with it, because then that's when you start getting a bunch of firestorms overlapping each other, which can provide crazy amount of damage. The other thing to keep in mind too is faster casting would also let you do that faster. You'd be able to, make the spells overlap more and more and more, faster and faster. So, and that's the biggest way to make Firestorm just do way more damage. Another thing too is using Firestorm with increased area effect would make the whole area, more of it in the whole area, which works out pretty well. The other thing to do would be using concentrated effect. Concentrated effect it reduces the area, as you can see, which actually almost isn't bad. You could actually almost get away without getting extra area effect nodes, just because that's exactly what it concentrates the area of where these fireballs are landing. So it's easier to, if you're aiming for a specific target and you want that target to die faster, this could be a way of doing it. You could also use both of them in conjunction together, getting rid of some of the negative side effects of concentrated effect. And then, of course, always you could use, say, with the concentrated effect and faster casting, you can see that overlapping happen a lot quicker, a lot faster. So it's something to keep in mind. Just because of how many times Firestorm hits, and it has a 5% chance to crit, you could do power charge and critical hit with it, and every time it crit within that one Firestorm, you would have a chance of getting a power charge, which is something to think about. Let's see if we can get a couple. But I mean, it requires you to get a crit first. Oh, you might only be able to get one power charge per crit. So, that's fine. That's why you like to test this stuff. So yeah, you could do that. That would always be good. And then you could always link it up with Trap. I don't know how I feel about linking it with Trap, but I mean, you would be able to increase the damage by doing it that way. And it'd make it so you could just throw in the move and stuff, and you could concentrate having. It's like if you have Trap and then you have 3 of these ready to cast and stuff, and then you had like concentrated effect with it, you could throw 3 really quickly, and you'd make that overlapping happen a lot faster. So it's another way of doing it. The other thing I would maybe think about doing is getting the 3 dragons PoE. This helmet is actually kind of interesting with Firestorm because of how Firestorm works, how often it hits and stuff. If you get like crit chance and then making your fire damage, making it so it can shock but not ignite, it would make it so your Firestorm basically, because of how often it hits, you'd be able to get shock stacks super fast with it. It's a build that would actually work pretty well. Otherwise, as far as the skill tree itself to make Firestorm more effective. Elemental damage is always good. Increased area effect is good. Increased area effect over here is good. Cast speed is good, just being able to get more of those out so you can overlap them more. Get this cast speed here if you wanted. The spell itself probably gets expensive eventually, so getting mana regen and stuff is super important. You could scale it off a crit chance, trying to get shock stacks. It's really up to you if you want to try to do that. You could get static blows if you get 3 dragons, because it increases your shock chance. Haste would probably work well with it too, giving you a lot more cast speed. And then spell damage, of course, would always be good. And otherwise, I think that's it as far as what I would do with... Oh yeah, you can always get fire damage. Fire damage is always something you could grab. If you get enough burning damage and you can somehow crit often enough with your Firestorm and then use Elemental Equilibrium, I don't know if that's really an option though. I feel like Elemental Proliferation. I feel like Elemental Proliferation is something you would want to do for more bigger hits. So I probably wouldn't recommend that, but it's something you could try if you wanted to. Otherwise, I think that's all I really have to say about Firestorm. If you like this video and you want to see more, I'm going to try to make a lot of these coming out here soon. If you like this, follow me on Twitch, follow me on YouTube. Thank you for watching.